You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth.
Welcome back to the Prepared Mind channel. It is 0 Dark 30. We are blasting out of the bunker this morning. It is dark, folks. That calls for dark satire and a dark look at a very dark world. Now, Tom Clancy, great novelist, right? Really broke into the scene with Hunt for Red October. Right? Everyone thought, wow, this is great. It's amazing. Look at all this intrigue. All this stuff goes on behind the scenes. Nobody really knows except those who know. You know, and so Clancy wrote about that stuff. Submarines, spies, political intrigue, right? It was fascinating reading, especially during the 80s, during the Cold War. Well, what have we got today, folks? Well, today we've got SHTF like a crime novel. No, SHTF like a Tom Clancy novel. Because it's not just crime, folks. There's political intrigue and machinations that we can't see. Now, why is it important to us as preppers, as patriots, as Americans? Because we need to understand what is happening. Even if we don't know the fine details, we need to have a good idea that things are happening, and they're happening for a reason. And we, you and I, had better wake up and be prepared, because it can get out of hand. So in particular, I'm talking about a couple of events that happened, transpired just in the last day or so. Number one, the third crypto creator. A third crypto creator, right? There's a lot of cryptocurrencies, but a third one has now died. So first we have the FTX scandal. This little turd loses, I don't know, $10, $50 billion, can't account for it. Laundering money through Ukraine is the accusation, is what the evidence is pointing to, and he still gets to what? Join guest speakers around the world in roundtable discussions. The guy looks like he just climbed out from under a rock. He looks like he's not fit to hold the most menial of beginner jobs. Critics and investigators have said it is unprecedented, the amount of garbage and corruption that has occurred at FTX. And he's just fine. But other crypto founders have now died. The latest one dies in a helicopter crash. What is going on? Why? Why are these guys dying? Are they disappearing? Are they faking their own deaths? Right? What the hell is going on? This really does kind of smell. It doesn't pass the smell test, does it? Well, I don't think it does. I don't think it passes the smell test at all. Something big is coming, folks. Something big is happening. And it's not necessarily a good thing. The big could be, an expose of all these shenanigans, the corruption, the theft, the crime. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Have all this stuff exposed, and then what? Oh, we have some hearings, a few investigations, and low-level scum get arrested. Well, a little more happened that's Clancy-esque, that really gets the attention, right? Really draws the attention that we have. What am I talking about now? Well, Joe Biden. Well, there once was a man in Nantucket. Right, we know how that one can go. Nantucket. Biden visits Nantucket. And after leaving, folks, the cars rented by the Secret Service just burst into flame. How does that happen? 5 separate cars rented by Biden's security entourage burst into flames. And the investigation, folks, it wraps up quickly. It wraps up quickly, and there's nothing to see here, nothing to worry about. Nope, nothing suspicious is the report. That's quite interesting, don't you think? I mean, the investigation of you speeding, more effort and time is put into that, right? I got to sit down and write a report. You stay in your car while I write a speeding ticket for the next hour. Eat a donut and whatever, right? You bet. You absolutely bet that this has, well, it has intrigue written all over it. What was it? I mean, who could have set 5 cars on fire at the airport after Biden's security turns them in? Well, I don't know. Could it be Putin? Could it have been President Trump? He did it. He's to blame for everything else. Right? It almost seems comical and ridiculous that this would happen. 5 different cars? I mean, was this a directed energy weapon that was just a little too late? You know, a false flag plan that didn't go off, and then whoops, all of a sudden the detonators burned down. I mean, were these electric vehicles? Were these Teslas? I mean, come on. We got lots of questions to ask. But literally 5 cars catch fire. I mean, I can't remember any time in my life where cars just catch fire. I mean, I know electric vehicles do from time to time, but the 5 at once in one parking lot, the very 5 that the president's security detail used, why did they catch on fire? Folks, it just sounds like something went bad on someone's plan. Now, of course, the president always rides in the Beast, the presidential limousine. Anywhere in the world that he goes, right, that car is shipped. You know, so that there's no mistakes, there's no errors, there's no troubles. It's unbelievable, though, folks, what is going on. What else is happening? This is my next question. What else is happening that we don't know about, that we're not aware of? Are other people dying? Who is being killed? Who's being killed? Who is right now arrested and being squeezed somewhere so that they talk, so that they spill their guts, give out their information, reveal, right, their plans? These are the things that governments do when they think no one's looking, or when they believe what they're doing is hidden from the rest of the world. It's happening right now. It is. It truly is happening right now. There are very, very bad things happening. Joe Biden, well, he's a kid-sniffing, ice-cream-licking fool who just says dumb things that half the time, folks, the White House press secretary has to backpedal on, and the other half of the time, they don't know what the hell he's saying. And that's just fine by mainstream media. We clearly, truly have, folks, a Manchurian candidate. A Manchurian candidate. I mean, in my opinion, he's starting to make Clinton look like, well, kind of look like Slick Willie was a novice compared to the corruption we're getting out of the Biden administration. The clearly anti-American activities are just off the hook. And now you visit it with the violence and political intrigue that's out there. I wouldn't think anything of these crypto bosses just disappearing, with the exception of, folks, the FTX scandal, the money laundering scandal. tied heavily, right, to cryptos, the exchange. Yeah, that's where the rubber meets the road with politics and economics and finance and bribery and extortion and graft and corruption. Welcome to SHTF, Tom Clancy style. Are you prepared, folks? Are you fully prepared? Food, water, shelter, clothing, medicine, and means of self-defense. I really hope you are prepared, because this is not going to end well. Tyrants do not just go away. Chance favors the prepared mind. Aren't you glad you are a prepper? Godspeed, Semper Fi.